Right, so in today's video we're going to take a closer look at the newly released Insta360 GPS preview remote with a built-in mic. Now let's get it out of the box and see what you get. So now I've got everything out of the box, let's take a closer look at what you get. So first of all, on the left here, we've got a clip mount. Now that's going to be good to go on your coat, your shirt or your jumper, and then you'll just attach the GPS preview remote on the front here. I'll show you how to do that later. And then we've got the GPS preview remote with the built-in mic. The microphone's just in the middle on top there. And stick around later in the video as I'll be syncing this to the X5 and then showing you how to use it. And then we've got the mic fur cover here, and that's just going to clip straight on top of the microphone there for if it's a windy day. Again, I'll be demonstrating this later on. And then we've got a handy wrist strap here, so the GPS preview remote's just going to sit in there, and that's just going to go around your wrist like so. Again, I'll be showing you how to do all this later on in the video. And then we've got the remote base here, and this comes with some rubber mounts. Now that's just going to fit onto your mountain bike handle, and then you'll put the rubber mounts around, and then that'll be securely on the mountain bike, or you can attach it to your steering wheel on your car. Again, so you've got that hands-free option, which I'll be showing you later on. And then finally, we've got the instructions manual. So now you've seen everything you get inside the box. Now it's time to fully charge the GPS remote up, and then we'll sync it to the X5. Here we go. Okay, so now I've turned the X5 on, it's time to power up the preview remote. You're just pressing hold this button here. Okay, so now the preview remote's fully charged and I've powered it on for the first time. We're just going to have to go through some prompt messages here. So it's in English is next. And now it's searching for the device. And as you can see, it's trying to find the X5 via Bluetooth. So you just got to swipe down. Swipe to the left twice, highlight the Bluetooth, and then Bluetooth remote. Just highlight that, and then it's going to be searching for it there. And then straight away you can see it's found the GPS preview remote and mic. So we'll just highlight that. And now it's going to sync with the remote. And straight away you can see that the preview remotes found the X5 via Bluetooth and were connected straight away with no issues there. So now you can see the GPS preview remote has connected successfully to the X5, and that was very rapid to be fair, so I'm pleased with that. But what's great about this is as soon as you're connected, you can navigate around the 360 camera with the GPS remote, so that's really going to come in handy in future videos. So now let's take a quick look at the outside of the GPS remote. So we've just got two buttons on this. The one to the left is going to toggle through the menus, as you can see there. And then you've got the button on the right there, and now that's just going to be to start and stop the recording. As you can see, I've pressed it once, it's recording. I'll press it again, that's going to stop the recording. And then just at the top left, you'll see how much time you've got on your memory card. And then just across from that, you'll see that it says GPS. Now that's just trying to find the satellites so that you can hook this up as a GPS preview remote. And then just next to that, you'll see that we're in camera mode and the battery life. And then just down from that, you've got the shooting mode which you're in, or you can switch it over to microphone. Again, stick around in the video because we'll be testing the wireless mic later on. And then when you highlight the microphone, as you can see, every time I'm talking, we've got this volume bar. And now we'll switch back to the shooting mode, which is just next to the volume switch there. And as you can see, we're back in shooting mode. And then we've got the bottom left icon there. If you just hit that, again, you'll be able to toggle through your shooting modes. And then at the top, you can have 360 camera or the single lens mode. And then if you just highlight the resolutions at the bottom, that's where we're going to be able to change them. So it's from 4K right through the 5.7K to the 8K. Again, that's replicating everything on the X5 there. And then if we swipe left to right, that's going to bring the audio recording settings up and the recording wallpapers. And then if we swipe down from the top, you can see the picture of the X5 with the blue link sign. That means we've got a solid connection to the X5. And then there'll just be some more settings here, so we can lock a screen, or we can toggle through the camera settings there, like camera wake up, indicator light, sound display, orientation, etc. And then the three dots in the top right, that's just where you'll be able to disconnect the device or delete the device. So as you can see on front of the device, we've just got some nice graphics. Now you can personalize that with your name or any kind of logo that you want, so that's quite handy as well. Now I'm going to show you how to connect it to the wrist strap. So as you can see on the wrist strap, we've got two grooves there. Now they're going to fall into the grooves just there and on the bottom. So first of all, we'll get the buttons facing upwards. And that's going to go in first into the first groove. And then you can hear that snap, that clicks into the second one. Then we've got the wrist strap there. So that's how you attach the GPS preview remote on the wrist strap. And now let's attach it to the remote base. Now that's going to go around any kind of handlebars or attached to your steering wheel, so you've got the hands-free option. And again, the same principle, buttons to the top, snaps in, then that's secure to fit on your bike or your car. And now that's snapped into place, you'll just use these rubber rings to attach it to the wheel or the frame. And then the same principle is going to apply to the clip mount. Just get the buttons facing up, slide it into the groove. You can hear it snap into the second groove, and then that's securely in place to fasten to your shirt there. And then again, to take it off the clip mount, you just push this button here, and that just pops off the quick release again. And then finally, we've got the mic windshield. Now that's the microphone in the middle, and this is just going to pop straight on the top there. That snaps into place. And you're only going to use that if it's a windy day outside. So now that we've seen everything inside the box, and we know how to sync it to the X5, let's do some testing. Here we go. So now the remote's connected to the X5, and as I said earlier, you'll be able to scroll around the screen there to frame your shot. That's just brilliant, to be fair. So now you can see I've got 3 bars on the GPS. It's fully synced in with the X5. So now I'm going to hit record, start driving, and collect some of that GPS telemetry data for you. Here we go. Now let's see what that GPS telemetry data looks like whilst on a bike. Here we go. Now that GPS telemetry data which you've seen, that's going to come in really handy if you're into any kind of racing on bikes or cars, as you'll have all the stats on screen there. So that's really useful. Now obviously it's going to be up to you where you mount the X5 for the GPS telemetry, but in my opinion I think a chest harness, that'll look the best, as you get the handlebars in view, and then you can put those graphics wherever you want on screen there with the speed and orientation, etc. So I think a chest harness would be the best view. But I've just put it on this selfie pole today in front, just for testing. So always make sure you've got a good GPS lock, like I showed you at the beginning of the video with those 3 bars. You don't have to have 3 bars, but more of a signal strength you lock in there, better the reception is going to be. And always ensure that you hit start and stop on the remote control. That way you'll be able to collect the GPS data. So to switch over to the wireless microphone, you'll just hit that microphone icon there. And then that's going to switch it over to the X5. And straight away you can see that my volume levels are bouncing up and down when I talk, so I know that's ready and activated. Now let's get to that testing. Here we go. Right, so now I've got the wireless microphone synced to the X5 on the roof of the car. I'm stood approximately 5 meters away and I'm talking at a normal level, and there's no mic windshield attached. That's around 20 meters away, so I'll walk back there whilst I'm talking. Again, I'm talking at a normal level. So what's the audio quality sound like? Again, I'll make my way right back here. So that's at least 20 meters away, if not a little bit further. Again, I'm talking at the same volume. So what's the audio quality sound like? And I'll start walking back towards the car. Again, it's on that clip mount on my shirt here. There is a bit of a breeze, so that'll be good now to see the differences with and without that mic shield. And now I'm going to attach the mic windshield and do the same test just to see if there's any differences in audio quality there. Here we go. And now you can see I've got the mic windshield attached. There's a slight breeze, so let's hope that windshield mic does a good job at shielding the wind there. I'll do an in-depth test with this versus the mic Air. I've already done an in-depth video with that mic Air and the internal audio on the X5. Right, so now I'm at the 20 metre mark, talking at the same level. There's a little slight breeze around me. Can we hear any breeze at all with the mic windshield on to when it was switched off? And now I'll start walking back towards the car. So do we hear any audio quality differences with the mic shield attached to when it was detached? And what is the mic audio quality like from this GPS module? It's going to be interesting to compare it with the mic Air to see the differences. So now I'm back at the car. What did you think to the audio test with a GPS preview remote? So now you've seen what you get inside of the box, and I've shown you how to pair it to the X5, and we've got a few demonstrations there with that GPS telemetry data. I'll just go over a few specs for you. So it's got that built-in microphone which delivers high quality audio, which you've just listened to. It's got that built-in GPS which accurately records data such as a route, speed and direction. It easily imports and syncs speed, elevation, GPS data to your videos in Insta360 app or studio. We've got that live image preview for perfectly framed shots. And when it's fully charged, it lasts for 7 hours. It's got that bright LCD screen which is really responsive. And it can also sync to the Ace Pro 2 as well as the X5. And you'll be able to get stable remote control and audio transmission up to 525 feet, which is 160 meters. So now that you've seen everything inside of the box, we've been through each individual item, I've shown you how to attach all the mounts there, and we know how to connect it to the X5, and we've seen how responsive that screen is. If you're thinking of buying this, I'll be leaving a link in the description, and that'll send you straight to the Insta360 website where you'll be able to purchase it. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially with testing out this newly released Insta360 X5 and all the accessories which are to follow. But for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.